you know, that intense feeling with typo. Hey, nakungzowela my organs. Every time I slip it in, it would slip out, and I'd feel like I pooped on myself. Can we talk about how crazy it is to experience the pain that you get after childbirth? Wow, 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 wow. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hello, hi, welcome. Please do subscribe down below and turn on your notification bell to get notified every single time when I post a video. So before we get started, I actually want to show you guys these Jordans. So these are Jordans 1 and they're so cute. Okay, by the way, I do have a sneaker page on Instagram called @Confindo. Please do check us out and please do support us. Like, if you literally want a sneaker, just hit me up on Confindo. Thank you. So in this video, as you can tell by the title, I'm gonna be speaking about what really happens down there after childbirth. So I'm going to be mainly speaking about C-section because that's the kind of birth that I did for my son 9 months ago. So let's just get started. Okay, so when it comes to prices, first of all, C-section is more expensive than natural birth because maybe of the number of medical staff that they need, and maybe because it is a surgery, a very serious surgery, so maybe that's why it's actually more expensive. And I used a medical aid in a private hospital to give birth, and we still had like some additional charges for the anesthetic, and I still didn't understand why, because I thought the medical aid is going to like pay up for that. But like, anyhow, that's just a story for another time. The first good thing about C-section is that labor pain, those labor pains, baby, they will go away once you get an epidural. So an epidural comes in a long needle. I'm not sure if it was my eyes or what, but that needle was very long. So they take that long needle and then they're gonna like inject it on your spine. Trust me guys, with the contractions I was feeling, the needle pain was nothing, to be honest, but I could feel it like going inside my spine, and then it gave me like a tingling feeling on my right leg. Yeah, I think it was my right leg, but yeah. So I got that tingling feeling, and then after that I was ready to actually give birth. So they just placed me on this bed, and then they started doing the cuts on my where they're gonna take out my son. And the only pain that I honestly just felt during labor was when they were like pressing out my baby, which wasn't a crazy amount of pain. Okay, yeah. So that was like the easiest part of C-section birth, and I guess that's why most women will actually tell you that C-section birth is easy. It is easy, but it's the most painful after giving birth, and it literally takes time to heal. So the epidural injection only lasts for like an hour or two after birth, 2 or 3 hours, round about there. So they took me back to my ward, and then I had this urinary catheter on my bladder just to collect my urine, as I could not go to the bathroom by myself. And guys, they put you this thick pad because you're bleeding. It might be like crazy. I was bleeding like crazy, guys. My bleeding was like so intense, and I got really disgusted. I'm one of the people that actually gets really disgusted when I see a lot of blood, like bleh, okay, like bleh, okay. So the epidural faded on my system, and I had to go to the bathroom to take my first pee. I think it took me 5 minutes to walk to the bathroom, which was a quite short distance, guys. And every time when I took a step, I could feel my muscles moving. Hey guys, I could feel my C-section area moving. I could feel, you know, that intense feeling with typo. Hey, nakungzowela my organs. I felt like that. And then fine, I sat on the toilet seat, I peed. Now here's the problem. When you have a C-section, you cannot bend. Don't ever bend. If you bend, you're gonna die. I almost died from that, guys. Because you know what I did? I peed fine, yeah. So when I had to get up, I bent forward, okay? And then I was holding this thing that holds toilet paper. And I tried to get up. The pain. Because, okay, when you get up, you have to be straight. And then when I was trying to go straight, the pain, guys, it was... I've never felt that amount of pain on my own body before. I screamed on top of my lungs, and then these midwives, you know, they came to the bathroom that I was using, and they were so kind, shame, and they helped me. You know what I hated the most is when they had to clean after me, after my mess, okay? And I just felt so bad because you just messed up and your blood is like everywhere now. And then these women have to clean after you. And mind you guys, I was gonna flush the toilet when I get up, so they had to flush for me as well. Like, and you know, they told me not to worry, and then they took me to my room, and then I was okay. But like, this was the worst experience that I experienced there, okay? So my bleeding was crazy. I had to constantly go to the bathroom, and I felt like there was something wrong with me. But it only got better on the 3rd day after birth. Then I saw it's okay, I'm not really losing a lot of blood. I'm slightly okay. So yeah. So okay, yeah. So when you did a C-section, okay, they will give you these pills, and then you would have to like insert them on your butt, okay? So my butthole had to get used to those pills. And what those pills did to me was that they triggered my bowels, guys. And I started to have this slight diarrhea. And my butthole was not getting used to that. And every time I'd slip it in, it would slip out. And I'd feel like I pooped on myself. I'd feel like I pooped on myself. And then I'd go to the bathroom immediately, like just to check my panties, and you know, I'd laugh as hard as hell. And guys, minage, I quitted those pills because I couldn't take it anymore. I asked the hotel, why is this giving me diarrhea? It's normal. You know what you have to do? You have to like rinse the pill before you put it on your butt. So I was like, okay, fine. And then the other thing was the injections that they were actually giving me every single day, and I had to take that for like a month. And those injections were injected on your below your abdominal area, below your belly button. So you had to like inject there every single day to prevent clots. I got used to injections, although I hate them. If you are scared of injections, you get that, because in C-section you inject a lot to prevent clots. So yeah, I had to take those daily, and I got used to them as well. And yeah, so guys, I'm telling you, C-section is like crazy, okay? It is, Sana, it's a lot. It is a lot. And then few weeks after birth, I was healing fine. I was totally healing fine. And the problem was when I started to get like a yellow thing, you know, itumbu. I don't know itumbu in English, but like, yeah. So when I had that, when you have itumbu, there's this yellow thing that comes out, and when you pinch it. So when I was, you know what, I'm very disgusted when I think about this. So eventually, after a few weeks of my C-section scar, of having C-section scar, I started to have leondolea on my scar, and I had to go to the doctor so he'd clean it up for me. And then so he actually took out my old bandage, and then he put it a new one, and then he basically just gave me some medication to clean up the area and to also like heal the area as well. Yeah, so yo, that's just round about that. That's just like round about that. Yeah, so I didn't go to the doctor for removing stitches and whatsoever. I had the dissolving stitches, and after 8 weeks of my C-section, I did my checkup at the doctor, and then he said I'm doing okay. He gave me a go ahead of doing exercises and whatsoever. So a lot of women who did a C-section do get a lot of pain after during winter. It's been a week since June, so I haven't had any pains on my C-section scar because of the cold. Maybe it's because I'm always warm, but nah, not really like that. But like, yeah, so I don't get like any pain on my C-section. Even now, the only time you get a lot of pain in C-section, sorry guys, keep looking away, there's just like the smoke coming out and I don't know what it is. Oh, okay, yeah. So the only time that I now get pain on my C-section is when I sit in water for a long time. And during the first few weeks of giving birth, you can't use a bathtub. You have to try to stand some way somehow, and you can't sit for a long time. You can't stand or walk for a long time, because the pain is just there. So I can say the luckiest part about doing C-section is when you don't push out the baby out of your vagina. Your vagina is totally normal, like nothing really happens to it, I guess so. And yeah, so like, but however, the rest is crazy. The pain is crazy, the healing is crazy, okay? But yeah guys, that's just about it. So this is my own personal experience of what's happening down there few days after giving birth. And yeah, so this just makes me feel like maybe I can have other 2 kids, but anything beyond that is crime to my body. It would be crime. And yeah, I don't think I'll ever do a natural birth in future. I don't know, I don't think so though. But yeah, so yeah, that's just my own personal experience guys of doing a C-section birth. Yeah, so let me know down below of what you think about this video. However, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate your support towards this channel. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys on my next video. Bye.